Welcome to the Friday Value video. This week, I want to talk about authentic human movement. And what do I mean by authentic? I mean the way that our body's designed to move, the way it's designed to walk and run and work and lift and push and pull, perform sports, to perform activities, work on a farm, play with our grandkids on the floor. Authentic human movement. Not some of the kind of strange things that we've learned to do in a gym setting or on machines or isolating things. And when you really understand authentic human movement, you will make better training choices, whatever your goals are, and you will have improved results. A lot of the times, tendinitis, tendinopathy, all of those things that occur has to do with training choices. So it's important to understand how the body moves. So let's break it down and make it simple. How does your body move? It moves in 3 planes of motion. You move forward and back, you move side to side, and you turn right and left. Now, all of your body parts can move in all 3 of these planes of motion. Your head can turn, your head can go sideways, your head can bend forward and backward. Your neck obviously follows where your head's going because it's attached. Your arms, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your trunk, your pelvis, your hips, your knees, your feet, they all move in 3 planes of motion. Now, some of them move more in one plane than another. It depends on your activity, the context of the movement and the task you're performing, but you need to understand that you move in 3 planes of motion. So are you training in 3 planes of motion? And are you seeing yourself as a body part? If you've got pain somewhere, are you seeing yourself as that body part? Guess what? Your whole is greater than the sum of your parts. Have you ever heard the term the whole gestalt? It's more than the sum of its parts. You are not a low back, a foot, a shoulder, a knee, a neck, a hip, or a trunk. You are a whole body. Everything is connected to everything else. You don't take your body parts off and put them on a shelf when you're done using them or when you're ready for bed. Everything's connected to everything else. It's critical that you know this. It's also critical that you understand that your knee is actually your your knee is your lower hip and your upper ankle. Your shoulder depends on your trunk function. It depends on your pelvis, your hips, even your ankles, especially if you're a pitcher or you do any kind of sports where you're swinging or throwing. Your hips very much dependent on what's going on with the other hip, what's going on with the ankle. Your neck, it really counts on what's happening with your pelvis, what's happening with your trunk, and of course, what happens with your ankles. Your low back depends on your hips, depends on your trunk, what's below and what's above the body part. Your foot and ankle is the most complex part of your body, but we stuff it in shoes. We don't train it properly. We don't take good care of our feet, generally speaking. And because of that, it can mess up the whole rest of the body from the ground up. So, understanding that your whole is greater than the sum of your parts, no matter where you're experiencing pain, whoever you seek for help, if they see you as a body part that walks through the door, a shoulder, a neck, a knee, they are going to be limited in how much they can help you. If they understand that everything's connected and you don't take things off when you're done with them, they're going to be a lot better at helping you. So when you choose to train your body, let's assess in 3 planes of motion. Let's train in 3 planes of motion. You are more than the sum of your parts. You need to be sure you train that way and you're not eliminating entire planes of motion. I hope this has helped you. and we'll see you next week.